I didn't get to the hey guys, we're live because no opening today. Been off a couple days, and we are professionals. Didn't even have the opening ready, so here it is. We're brought to you by C4, title sponsor. Clydesdale, get you 20% off. Go to C4, get your energy, get your BCAs, get all that stuff. There we go. Taken care of. Wild Health, sponsor the show. Use Clydesdale 20 and get 20% off there too. There we go.
Speaking of Wild Health, guess who my new doctor is?
Whatever.
Dr. Julie Fichet will be my provider, and I've already scheduled my appointment with her because it said my results were in, but I have to wait a month.
Wow.
Sounds exciting.
It's very exciting.
Uh-oh,
So
here comes
Choppy from the road.
Oh,
and we're sideways, and we're
there's our newest nature lover.
the country
What's up?
fan.
Nothing. Am I right? I told you.
You're right.
Yep.
And future hot air balloonist, because why not?
I'm gonna go on a hot air balloon for real.
Is that my next thing?
I got one as a
Hot air
present.
balloons.
Probably. You got one as a present, a hot air balloon?
A hot air balloon ride for 2.
Oh. Your Murph going?
No, but my husband, it was bought for me for a ride for 2. My husband won't go with me, and my son won't go with me, but my daughter will because she's adventurous.
Mm-hmm. Make sure you're not fighting that day.
Oh, fair. Scott, tell us about your big weekend. You had a big weekend.
I feel like I've been hit by a truck today.
Oh.
But yeah, it was a big weekend. So the good part of it is my daughter graduated from Ohio University with a degree in commercial photography, and she has a second interview on Thursday in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So we are super stoked for her. The graduation was awesome. I've been to a lot of graduations. This one, the keynote speaker was the creator of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, and he was hilarious. And for the first time, I enjoyed a commencement speech. So that was awesome. And then her landlord told her she had to be out of her apartment that day.
Like 2 p.m. or something?
She did not get out till midnight.
Well, that's super interesting. So I'm on a parent Facebook page now for that, and everybody was talking about graduation was at this time, and all the landlords were saying be out by this time. That's kind of shitty timing.
Yeah, considering my daughter was graduating, she had a final on Thursday. She had an essay due on Wednesday. So we had Friday and Saturday to get her out. And the apartment that she is subletting, she could not get into until Sunday at some time. So basically everything got loaded into a U-Haul, locked up overnight. She went to go sleep somewhere else, and then her and her boyfriend moved her stuff in on Sunday. It was just it really soured the weekend a little bit, and I really hate that the landlords did that because we had to rush off from lunch. We couldn't just sit and enjoy it. And that's a big moment. Like, give them a day. Give them a day. Just one day.
It's poor planning on their part.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was an amazing weekend. I'm so proud of my daughter. She's only 21. She graduated already. She did it way better than I did it. And I could not be happier for her. And she's going to do great things. I just know it. And it's one of those things as a parent. My daughter was a very creative person. She didn't fit naturally into the high school curriculum. And it was a struggle getting her through high school. The minute she got to college, she flew like a bird. And just knocked it out of the park. And it was awesome to see. So super proud of her.
That's so awesome. Congrats to Corey. Kat, tell us about your weekend adventures in Asheville.
I don't know. Do you want me talking right now? My
Yeah.
connection's a little sketchy.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
You're clear
Yeah.
on our end.
Yeah, you're good.
Really? Okay. So it's just
Yeah.
me. Good. Got down here Thursday morning. Really good weather. Went to like 3 different waterfalls. Oh, fun fact, on Thursday, we tried to stop in Roanoke to find a waterfall, but we ended up just like on this dead end road and did like a half a mile hike and realized we weren't anywhere near a waterfall, I don't think. Like Google Maps doesn't really do a great job of getting you to trailheads or anything like that. So that was kind of a wash. But Friday we did 3 waterfalls. Everything's blending together. The second day, Saturday, we did this really cool hike, like a harder hike, to probably my favorite waterfall. It was called Crabtree Falls. Lots of like scenic overlook stops to like take pictures and take panoramic photos and things like that. Just really pretty weather. It was nice. Town of Asheville is really fun. We went downtown one night and got some food and walked around, and they had this tour bus. It was like a comedy tour bus, where you could go like for the evening, and like you'd have a host up front that was like performing, and the bus would like do like ghost tours around town or some other thing. Yeah, that's it. We're in the car now. We're headed back. We're about 3 hours from the nearest crumble cookie, so that's where we're headed.
How far is Asheville from Delaware?
It's about 9 hours.
Ooh, barf. Okay.
I understand
Yeah,
that Asheville
we got on
is
the road this morning at like 8:30 or something.
my
Yeah,
understanding is Asheville is the brewery capital of the world.
Could be.
Did you hear that, Kat? Or are you
Yeah,
breaking
so
up?
I couldn't hear any of that.
Okay. Charlie, let's hear about your weekend. Did your kids have sports?
That's all we do all day. It's like Groundhog Day.
Let's hear
2
it.
soccer's, 1 football. That's it.
Which one of your kids is probably the most natural athletic?
Probably the oldest son. Because now he wants to play lacrosse.
Yeah, I figured. I was going to ask you, how come that sport hasn't come up yet?
Yeah,
It's big in Dublin too, so
it's up.
yeah.
And then my daughter, and then
Jackson just likes to do other things.
yeah. That's a nice way to put it.
Mm-hmm. He might have different interests and talents.
He did become Sonic on the soccer field, so there's that. Sonic the Hedgehog, if you're not familiar with.
So what does that
creatures.
describe? What that looks like?
So
you
he
put your
rolled
arms
the
behind your
ball.
back and you run. If he could, he would have. You don't really run towards the ball. You just kind of run
Okay.
in the area. Try to pick up speed, kind of yell things. It was a good time.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I know that Charlie worked out today because I saw him.
I did.
And let's tell everybody what you did today.
Kat did not probably work out. Scott, did you work out?
I did.
There you go.
Well, what'd you
There
do,
you go.
Scott?
So we are working on clean waves. So percentages with, like, we had to do, it was 3 sets in 3.5 minutes of like 4, 3, 2 with increased percentages in each window.
Mhm.
And then the sets got increased percentages as you went. So lots of math, kind of figuring that out ahead of time. And then the workout was a 10-calorie bike into, and it was a 16-minute EMOM, 10-calorie bike into 1 squat snatch, 4 bar facing burpees, not squat snatch, squat clean.
Mm-hmm.
Then the same thing 2, same thing 3, same thing 4, and your score was total weight moved. So you got to pick the weight of the clean. And then however far you got, you multiplied the reps of cleans times your weight, and that was your score.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. So Charlie, Charlie was telling me. So I came in, and Charlie was just finishing up the 6:15 class, and I was taking the 7:30 class. And we do Monday Murph prep, So today we had 3 12-minute AMRAPs. So the first one was run 200 meters and then 10 strict pull-ups. So as much as you could do in the 12 minutes. Then you get to rest 2 minutes, and then it's run 200 meters, do 20 push-ups, rest 2 minutes, and then the last 12 minutes was run 200 meters and 30 air squats. So I got to run into Charlie with doing that, and he was telling me about this new thing that he was doing prior.
So I was talking to you about this, Scott, with your IBEX thing. They got a strength program. So I shared it with Amy, and we started it 2 weeks ago, or something like that. But in normal fashion that I do things, I decided I needed to do day one again today. So we're back to day one.
He restarted day one.
And tomorrow is day one of Power Abs.
Shut up.
Hey, why not?
But what was the problem of doing the day one again?
Listen, if you get really good at day one, and then we're going to program that. Oh, you're talking about today?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of curls involved in it, and then to do strict pull-ups after you do a crap ton of curls. Not necessarily the greatest strategy, but it still makes me better than Corey. So that's really what really is important here.
Yes.
That he missed the first part. The only part that matters is he's still number 2.
Yep. Yeah. So what I'm hearing is Charlie is ready to take on Murph and beat Corey.
Yep. What day is that anyway? Is that 2 weeks from now?
It's the 24th or something like that, right?
Oh, yeah, it's in the bag.
Yeah, end of May. So we got a little bit of time. Oh, boy. He says the open can't come fast enough.
Curls are for girls.
Curls.
The girls.
Oh.
Bless you.
In a secret sneezing pattern.
So I do have a little mini riff. This morning, trying to get back into the swing of things of the CrossFit world, I'm on the CrossFit Games website and looking for the age group semis just to see if anything is locked up or anything like that. And there's this banner that's streaming by that says, happening now, age group semifinal is closed.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, they're locked. It's done.
Today.
So I make a post on IG about it, that they're closed. Go check out who gets their invite to the games. And then Mike Halpin reaches out to me and says, better check that link. And so I checked the link, and happening now was April 28th. So it just meant that scores it was like you couldn't submit your scores anymore. Not that the leaderboard was locked, but in a hurry of trying to catch up and a very misleading ticker at the time. Now they've changed it since this morning. But so if you saw that post of mine, please disregard it. It just was from like a week and a half ago. But according to CrossFit, that is happening now.
Nick, I have a riff right now too. Nick from Wad Zombie. I'll be damned about you doing this.
Who is
That's
that?
Con Porter.
Con Porter strongman.
Yeah. It's just, I don't like it. No, I don't like it. But they are cracking me up, all of them.
Oh, Kenneth. It's always.
Oh, yeah. That does happen on lunges sometimes. Scott, you are on mute.
Yeah.
I just wanted to come back with a bang.
Oh, my gosh. What were you
Slipped
saying?
in a sweaty puddle on weighted
Weighted
lunges.
lunges.
Never.
So, Kenneth, were those overhead,
Yeah,
front
good
rack, back rack?
Yeah, I'm curious about that. And Con is always the best looking one. So,
Not sure about that.
So Charlie's going to start power abs tomorrow, and he's going to
Day
show
one.
up to the gym, and he's going to do this. Is what we're going to work on: snatch. Okay, then snatch deadlift. Then guess what the workout is called? Diane Bailey.
Who's she?
So Diane.
It's Diane with a bench?
No. 21:15.9 deadlift at 275 and 285. And then strict handstand push-ups. Yeah.
I like it.
I don't.
The old hip.
I don't like that.
275 is going to go up smooth.
I don't like the weight. The strict handstand push-ups, well, guys, I just can't do that. So for 45 reps. So I'll have to figure something out. Maybe some strict press. Maybe I'll put an ab mat and a plate just to decrease the distance on my strict handstand push-ups tomorrow. But I really need to work on the skill, so I'll probably just decrease the distance.
Or just do it.
Then I'm going to have to take the time cap.
Can we talk about your muscle up for a second?
Yeah.
That when someone is falling backwards, they
Wait, breaking news.
Oh.
Breaking news. Kat has changed her goals.
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun,
She's changed her goals again. Guys, I'm going to try to qualify for Legends Team of 4.
She got recruited.
She must have found some inspiration by a waterfall.
So going back to something, does that count as something new?
Oh. It's a new focus.
Okay. I'm just
right.
trying to figure out what's... So if you went back to pole vaulting, it's not really a new skill again. It'd just be an old skill revisited. So
it's a new focus. It's a new focus of her training.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck to you, Kat.
Good luck.
Now, does the Olympic lifter get to come out as part of this? Is that going to be?
Corey is also doing a Legends qualifier.
Well, that means Charlie is now too.
Yes, that means I'm doing a Legends qualifier.
What are the teams? Are they male, or like what? Female, mixed gendered? What's up?
Teams of 4.
Well,
Corey, are we going individual or as a team?
We could be a team, Charlie.
Corey's going as a team. You and I can be a team. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm betting Corey's going individual. I think he's focusing on training for next season to make the games and beat Charlie.
What are the qualifications for a legend? I mean, we already know that we're legends, but like age group.
It's a masters competition, so
right,
it's
so like
all
35?
the masters age groups.
So like
35.
Because Charlie and I are in the same age grouping, but could we have somebody in a different?
So I think usually in a team masters competition, you go with whoever the youngest is in your foursome.
Okay.
Okay, so you could.
It's been a little while since I've had a foursome. I mean,
no. You go with the youngest.
Hey, yo.
I might have gotten recruited to do a competition this weekend. I don't know yet. I'll find out today. It's at Friendship.
The key question: does it have toes to rings?
Listen, I can do toes to rings. It was the height of it, and now I know how to adjust it to make it better. But
is this that mixed age one?
Yes, they needed an old person. And it turns out I'm available, so I might have to do it.
Crispy's doing that one
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
The keys, you got to get somebody like 60.
Yeah, because I feel like the person that's on my team, or like I feel like it's a high schooler, like a 30-something, and then me. So
High schooler.
So teams of 3,
yeah.
same sex,
Yes.
Same sex. Different.
and then do you
Decade.
get bonuses for how
generation.
old you are?
Different ages. Like,
Yes, I believe you get bonuses for aged.
Okay.
yeah.
The older, the better. It's like wine. And
Bourbon. What? Anyway. So maybe we just will have to talk about that, Charlie. Maybe we have to qualify for Legends just so we can show up
I
and
think we might have to.
let's get the hip lubricated.
Listen,
so
if
it's
Corey
not-
can qualify, it can't be. They just let anybody in this place.
I guess. Probably.
He has yet to answer whether he's going individual
Because
or team.
He's trying to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
Probably going team, so someone can carry him to it.
Oh, so okay, this is a big thing. This is fair. Kat says, let's talk about Kevin Costner not coming back to Yellowstone. This is a problem.
It's
Because
getting
it's
divorced.
bigger than that.
he is getting divorced. After like 18 years. She's pretty young too, I might add. Not judging.
They're
just
shutting
statement.
down the show. It's done.
What?
No, until it's not.
Yellowstone is done. What is going to happen after this is a sequel. When they bring out the next show, it will not be the Yellowstone that we have known for 5 seasons. It will be a new version. It's a sequel.
I don't like that they did this. I'm not a fan.
2,240. Yellowstone.
Yeah, they're coming out with a new 4/6s with the kid that went to Texas and started working on that ranch.
Yeah.
That's
That's a real
that's
place.
coming out.
Did you know that?
It is.
Yeah.
It do.
He's the worst character of all of them.
Taylor Sheridan's. It's his place. But here's what I liked about Yellowstone, the Kevin Costner aspect of this. So because of the age that I am, I could find Kevin Costner good looking and also his kid, Casey. I
From
mean,
Ohio.
Rip is the star of the show. But I'm just saying that's kind of the benefit of my age right now is that both are doable.
So, Kenneth, I agree. Too many spinoffs.
Yep, agreed.
Corey says, my wife and I were talking about it the other day. I barely remember the first half of this season.
Then Kenneth adds, was Costner hooking up with pretty much anyone on set? I don't know.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Let's get him on the show. We can
And
ask
yes,
him.
Andrew, I did read that as well. Matthew McConaughey is supposed to be in the sequel. All right.
And what's his name? Tim. The country singer was in with the prequel.
Tim McGraw.
Yeah.
Tim
thank you.
McGraw.
Yeah.
What about him?
I forget what I was gonna say.
Harrison
Oh,
Ford is in
like
the
I
other
was just thinking about Matthew McConaughey. Like they're having a lot of big name people in there. So yeah. It is true, Andrew. Rip. But here's what people like about Rip, because here's what I think women like about him, because he is like this fiercely loyal, loving, would do anything for Beth kind of thing. I think that's what women find attractive.
Okay.
So I have not seen the first half of this season yet because I do not have the Paramount Network. So I just have to wait till it releases on Peacock or whatever before I get to, and I'll just watch the whole season at once. But that's the way it was back in like the Soprano days. Like they'd release half a season, take 2 years off, come back, And The Sopranos is one of my top 5 shows of all time.
Breaking Bad is also part of that.
It is, but it didn't take the long breaks that Sopranos did.
Right. That's true. It's true. Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, speaking of other drama, did you guys see that Todd Mulaney
Yes.
resigned from Noble, the guy who brought Noble to CrossFit and the title sponsorship?
Yeah. I need more information, as does lots of people.
Yeah. The details, as the Morning Chalk Up is saying, that's the only place I've seen this news, by the way. So I need to put that out there. The only place this is being reported is the Morning Chalk Up. And so I have searched and researched to find any kind of statements or other places to verify the information. I have yet to find that. So
Weird.
I will. So let that be the caveat. Because remember, Morning Chocolate was the only one that said we're going to Birmingham for the CrossFit Games. And that never happened.
Okay. Oh.
So, but that's very interesting. And with Tier becoming this big juggernaut, I would not be surprised to see that switch in the near future if there is going to be a change at the helm of the title sponsorship. Just my prediction.
Okay, well, I just did a quick Google search, and on footwearnews.com, the business executive, it does say Todd has resigned, and he even gave them a quote. It says, "I gave everything I had to that business for the last 10 years. In so many ways, my experience there has shaped who I am as a person and professional. I'm excited for the future and to chase what's next." So take that for what it's worth. Okay.
So Kat says Tier sucks. We know how she feels about that.
Yeah.
Andrew says Noble has the NFL now. They don't need CrossFit.
Another deal
Well,
got done.
they have a little piece of the NFL that is still a Nike, Adidas hotbed that Noble is nowhere close to taking over.
Money talks, you'll see.
Did you just get your notification that we're having a roundtable at 3:30? Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll just see.
Yep.
Good point, Andrew. A little piece of the NFL is still huge.
That's
Yeah.
what should be said.
Okay.
Kenneth says the Tier ads posts getting a little risque lately.
Are they?
I've missed those.
I've seen no.
Apparently I took too many days off.
Stop. I'm not in your algorithm.
Yeah.
So
Now it will
Jody,
be.
what's wrong with Tier? And I know you're asking Kat. I will summarize what we have talked about on the show way back in like January. Kat tried to do some things with Tier and her affiliate, and all of those fell through, with Tier making a little effort to rectify the situation. And that's just kind of the tip of the surface of what happened there. But yeah, I'm sure we can talk about that in length when Kat's back on the show as to what happened there.
Mm-hmm.
I know I ordered jerseys for Waterpalooza, and I got them 2 months after Waterpalooza.
What's the quality like?
They're all right. I mean, they feel like really thin, but they're really soft.
Okay.
Like they're fine. I honestly haven't worn them enough to like get. Kat says she literally just got something ordered custom back in October last week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a long
not
time.
good.
They're growing faster than they knew.
Mm-hmm. All right, folks. Anything else going on?
The last thing I wanted to say is I cannot believe semifinals are next week. Like that.
Let's go.
That like just came up and bam, we're here.
It's go time.
Because I was ordering shirts for the people that are representing us at these events, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do a rush order.
Yeah.
Because it's a week and a half away.
That's pretty exciting.
I think next week we'll start doing some like prediction shows, maybe a fantasy show, stuff like that. So maybe a couple shows next week if everybody can jump on.
Yep.
So Kenneth, what about Zach George? Are you talking about him dropping out of semifinals to join the Gladiators program?
Like the show?
Yeah.
Is he going to be Blazer?
Moist.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a British version of the show.
Of course.
But I don't know for sure. Again, I was totally disconnected for a minute. So.
All right, well.
All right, folks. Well, Charlie, I'll see you in the morning. Okay. Scott, I'll see you later.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for jumping on. Thank you for being in the comments. And we'll try to do an ending that's at least a little bit professional. We'll see everybody next time on the Clydesdale Media Roundtable.